This is a practice video for Christmas Festival by Leroy Anderson. This is the viola part. We're going to take it chunk by chunk, walk through some of the key cinctures and bowings that you're going to have to do with this piece. So we're going to take it from the beginning. Starting on your fourth finger, our key cincture at the beginning here is D, so we've got F sharp and C sharp, so you've got to watch out for those high threes on the D string. So here we go. First introduction, 1, 2, 3, and. Alright, and then we're at rehearsal 1. Notice with the accents on the first line with the dotted 8th note 16th that I'm separating that. So 1, 2, a 3, make it really snappy. Again, high threes. Crazy, crazy high threes in this section. Alright, so we're at rehearsal 1. I'm going to play the top divisi first, and then I'll go back and do the bottom divisi. I know that in the next line it says non-divisi. Please just do either the top or the bottom. Do not do double stops right now. Alright, so here's rehearsal 1, the top divisi. 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the next part. So I was going to say, back on the sforzando piano, the third line down, there's an up bow marked on that first 8th note. I actually want you to change your bow staggered bowing in the middle of that dotted half. So you can hit the sforzando piano, crescendo on your up bow, and then hook in the last high D. All right, so now I'm going to go back to from 1 up to that 2, 4, and I'm going to do the bottom divisi notes. 1, 2, 3, and. So now we're at one measure before rehearsal 2. We are still in that key of D, so you're going to do a high 3 on the C string here for your nice high F sharp. And it helps to say kind of rest, rest, or sniff, breathe during those rests so you know when to come in. So I'm going to do this just on the slower side so you can really catch where the counting is. So this is one before rehearsal 2, the Allegro, going all the way up to rehearsal 3. 1 and 2 and ready and rest, 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 rest. 4, 1. 4, rest, 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 rest. And 1. All right, so practice that, put some counting in if that's still confusing with the 8th rest on the beat versus off the beat 8th notes. All right, the last 2 measures I just played, 2 before 3, notice that you go into some B flat accidental, so low 2, B flat. We're slowly modulating into God Rest You Merry Gentlemen in the key of D minor at rehearsal 3. So the stesso tempo means same tempo, so we're going to continue. And I did change the bowing here so that you're going down for 2 beats and then up for 2 beats. And when you have a dotted half, that'll be a down, and the next quarter will be up. So we'll be taking 2 bows. 2 bows for every measure. So here we go. Again, watch your key change. Now you have low 2s and a low 1 on the A string.
Have we had the following students report to the office? George DiTello, Casey Brzezinski, Aman Preet, Angela Williams, Arturo Orozco. Please report to the office.
Okay, here's rehearsal 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, I'm in the wrong string. Totally spaced. I'm sorry. That should be on the G string at the end there. All right. So you notice that if there's two pitches at the same, two of the same pitches, I put just a little bit of space in between, but still keeping it legato. You had some accidentals. There was a high 3 F sharp in there that went back to a normal 3. Again, low 2 on the G string. So just make this section, this beautiful harmony, just nice and rich and legato sounding. All right, we're at the top of page 2. Here's rehearsal 4. Again, divisi sections. I'm going to do the top part first. Top part, not too bad. You have some high 3s on the C string to watch out for. Our bowing is going to go down, up, down, up. And when you get down to the bottom of the section, one line before rehearsal 6, you see that little percent looking sign, this dash or the slash with 2 dots. That means to repeat the previous measure. So you're going to repeat that measure 4 times in a row before you change to quarter notes. All right, so here's 4. Back to the key of D major, 2 sharps, and again, watch those high 3s. 1, 2, and ready, and. And then I have you in half position for those last couple quarter notes to make sure that you're playing the G sharps correctly. All right, so I'm going to continue on in part 2. We're going to go back to the bob and divisi at rehearsal 4 and then continue on into rehearsal 6.